The government's trying to figure ways to generate more tax revenue, and they think that the wealthy are hiding their money and not paying their fair share in taxes. Now, you might have already seen that there's a proposal to look at all bank accounts that have transactions of $600 or more, and that actually is going, the new proposal is going up to $10,000. But I don't think a whole lot's gonna change. And if you're a small business owner, you really wanna know what's going on with this reporting. Now, there's not a whole lot you can do, but you still wanna understand what exactly this really means. So I was looking through some articles today, and I went to the Treasury's website and looked at their fact sheet, which I'll bring up on the screen. And I'm just gonna go over some of the highlights of this change in a proposal. None of this is law yet. None of this has actually happened, but it's really important that you're paying attention to it so you understand what's going on and what that means for your small business. And really, this is for small businesses. So let's go ahead and pull it up on the screen. Now, this is the fact sheet, the tax compliance proposals. Hey guys, I just wanted to interrupt this video for just a second to thank our sponsors of this video, the Hatch Card. Now, if you're not familiar with the Hatch Card, it is a small business checking account. You can sign up for it online. Now, it's really important as a self-employed small business owner that you get laser focused on your business and get organized to make sure that you're separating your personal life from your business life. But most importantly, with the Hatch Card, they don't have any minimums. And the reason that's so beneficial is that when you're starting out, you're just trying to focus on running your business. And if you have a low balance at any one point, you usually will have additional fees, but that's not the case with the Hatch Card. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description at the bottom. I've also done a full video on the Hatch Card, so go ahead and check that out as well. I'll leave a link in the description at the bottom. And thank you to the Hatch Card for sponsoring this video. We'll improve tax fairness while protecting taxpayer privacy. And I'm just gonna read some of the highlights. The Treasury estimates that the cost of this tax evasion from the top 1% exceeds $160 billion per year. And one of the questions that I highlighted, so there's a couple of questions here. If I scroll down, we can see them. How does the financial reporting proposal work? How is this going to affect you? The financial institutions and the banks will just add 2 additional numbers to the information that they already supply to the IRS. So the banks will not share. So that's basically going to be how much your inflows and your outflows on your bank account. Banks will not share with the IRS any information to track individual transactions under this proposal, and the IRS will not have the ability to track individual transactions. So that puts you at ease, kinda, but not really, because I'm gonna explain why. So how much money went into the account over the course of the year and how much came out? And the next question that there's a Q&A here. How would this information be useful? So here's how it's going to be useful to the IRS. And this is what they propose. Honestly, in my opinion, this is kind of a joke, or this is kind of ridiculous. Imagine a taxpayer who reports $10,000 of income, but has 10 million of flows in and out of their bank accounts. So they're really trying to paint this picture that they're going after the wealthy, but put that threshold at $10,000, which I would like to know who has a small business that has less than 10,000 of inflows or outflows from their bank account, period. So this is really roping in everybody because they're claiming that they're only going after the top 1%, but yet every small business owner is going to get roped into this, and it's going to cause a lot of problems, even if you're doing everything correctly. And I have seen other people come out and say, well, I've got nothing to hide. So if I have nothing to hide and they have something to hide, let's put this into law so we can start tracking everybody. But it's going to create more of a burden for you. And I will go so far as to guarantee it. And the reason I say that is because if you have an account that has high inflows and outflows because maybe you're moving money around, you're just taking money from one account and putting it into another account, and it's pretty easy to go over 10,000 of inflows and outflows, but I don't need to tell you that. You already know that. So in reality, many financial accounts are already reported to the IRS, including every bank account that earns at least $10 in interest, and that's fine. But if that's where it stops and they're saying we don't have all of this information, but they're trying to put us at ease by saying, but it's already being partially reported, I don't agree with it. Under the current proposal, financial accounts with money flowing in and out that totals less than 10,000 annually are not subject to the additional reporting. And all told, a robust attack on the tax gap will generate $700 billion in additional tax collected in the next 10 years and roughly $1.6 trillion in the next decade that follows. Just imagine how much more reporting is going to go on. What I wonder is there's a cost at some point. Somebody's got to go through and report this stuff, and then the IRS is going to send out some notices. And I see this a lot like investment accounts where they don't know what the basis is, and they send out a blanket notice that basically says you owe the full amount of the proceeds because, for whatever reason, if you failed to report or report incorrectly the basis for a stock sale, they're going to send you a massive bill. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten heart attack calls because something like this happened from years ago. And all of a sudden we're looking at a current client's financials and they just forgot about something. Maybe they inherited some money. Maybe they just forgot about a particular transaction. Whatever the case is, what happens is then the IRS has started sending out some notices to you. You can't call the IRS because when you do, you're on hold for 45 minutes and you can't even get a straight answer from them because they're not willing to answer any questions that are not extremely specific, and you already have to know basically the answer before you even ask it. So I don't agree with it. So I just want to arm you with what is going on right now. And just to reiterate, let's pull up one more quote that I found in an article related. And this is from Senator Wyden. And he says, this is about wealthy business owners at the tippy top of the top. That's where the unpaid taxes are. It might be true, but $10,000 is not the tippy top, not even close. So they should put this at like $1 million, maybe even $10 million, or even $100 million. But to kind of put this for small businesses. Now, here's who they are excluding: W-2 wage earners. So that's why I said in the beginning, small businesses is clearly what they're doing, but they're not talking about it, and they're going to rope them all in. So they're not talking about corporations. So who else is left? That's basically it. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Just wanted to kind of give you an update on what's going on with that and my 2 cents. Hopefully you can understand where I stand on that. It doesn't make sense, and I hope you feel the same way. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll talk about it on future videos. And if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and leave your comments down at the bottom.